Maverick 100.9 Aggie Lands Country Alternative. It's Corliss, and we get to catch up with Trisdon Federic. I always think I'm going to mess up your last name. Did I say it right this time?
Yes, ma'am, you did.
Well,
Everybody.
it's a toughie, but it's worth stumbling over because Trisdon is extraordinary, and we haven't got to chat with you in a while. So
Yes,
what's
ma'am.
been
It's been a
going
while.
on? What you doing?
Nothing much. Just doing the road thing, I guess. I'm not too exciting besides the music part, I guess. You know what I mean? I'm usually just at home with family and my dog, and then if not, I'm on the road every weekend, so that works out.
Hey,
How about
that's all
yourself?
right. It's like a little give, a little take, and at least you have been able to record some new music. You
Yes,
are
ma'am.
bringing us blue bonnets today, which my first question is like, explain yourself. Why do we have blue bonnets in September? What's going on here?
Yes, so that was kind of a discussion Mario and I had. Mario with Mflow, and he's the radio promoter for me this time. So I know blue bonnets are kind of a spring, almost summertime thing, and that was kind of what we were aiming for and releasing it. So we're going to release one more before blue bonnets, since I was going to probably release about 3 songs off the new record, the radio. And we went with blue bonnets just because it's the transition between going into fall and then into winter. And I know winter kind of sad songs hit a lot harder during that fall winter time whenever it's nice and cold. And I think just that vision of being sad and the blue bonnets mixed up together makes you want to spring into that springtime and summertime feeling, even though you can't because of that awesome weather that we're going to be having up here pretty soon.
To put it nicely. I mean, you got to admit, no matter what, like blue bonnets really aren't just for one time of the year because any of us that live here, we think about them constantly. You're excited when they bloom, you're
Yes,
sad when
ma'am.
they leave, and then you spend the rest of the year waiting for them to come back.
Yes, ma'am.
So now I put that in everyone's heads. Everybody else is going to be like, oh, dang, you're right. We do think about blue bonnets a lot.
Yeah. Hey, it's the state flower too. So
Gotta have it. I love it. Well, we are super excited to debut this to everyone here on Maverick. So we're going to do that now. Y'all, it is Trisdon Federic and Blue Bonnets. Due to copyright, Brian Broadcasting is not licensed to air this single for you in podcast form, but you can find, download, and stream it anywhere. And today's interview continues now. That was Blue Bonnets by Trisdon Federic. You heard it here first on Maverick 100.9. I've got Trisdon here, and I'm so excited that you have finally released some new music to us. Congratulations. I know it's been a little while since your last radio release, so that's probably got to feel pretty good.
oh, yes, ma'am. And thank y'all so much for wanting to spin it. That means so much to me. I know y'all spun the last one as well, 84 Old Ford, and just trying to build that relationship with y'all and definitely being a part of the Maverick family means so much to me.
Well, you are a part of the family. Just since I've met you, I think you're wonderful, but I'm always excited for what else you have on the rise because you've even put out Christmas music that I absolutely love. I think
Yes, ma'am.
didn't you record with my best friend, Julia?
Yes, ma'am. So actually, yes, Julia Hatfield and I, we did a Christmas cover song, which was of the main Ho Ho Hopefully. So we did
Yes.
that out in Stone Creek Sound with Matt Zavala and Mac Damon, and it was such a good time, and it was kind of like a wild hair that just came out of nowhere that her and I, because I was working on the record, and she had always been there at the studio at the same time as me. Either I'm leaving, she's getting there, or vice versa, or her and I are just hanging out there or whatever it might be. So we kind of got to talking and just that wild hair came up like, hey, you know what? Christmas is coming. Why don't we do a crazy cover or something? Let's do something like that to kind of mix your fans and my fans and bring everybody all together. And that's what we did. And we cut Ho Ho Hopefully. And thankfully, everybody, all the fans out there got me my first award nomination and my first award. I finally won my first award for the International Red Carpet Awards in Holland for the Best Male Cover Song for Christmas.
Oh My word, that's extraordinary.
Yes,
Like,
ma'am.
not everybody thinks about recording Christmas tunes, but
Yep.
that's almost the best way to find artists that you like.
Yes, ma'am.
That is
Absolutely.
super cool. Well, congratulations to you on that. That's
Thank you.
wow. Which, I mean, I know that's coming from like the Christmas queen over here. Like,
Oh yeah.
obviously, I celebrate Christmas just a little bit harder than everybody else,
Hey,
but
it's cool.
I still think that is a really, really cool thing to
Oh, yes,
happen.
ma'am.
You mentioned earlier, so you've already got a few more singles lined up to start releasing for the rest of the year then, huh?
Yes, ma'am. So actually, the next one that we should be releasing once Blue Bonnets finishes will be "Till I Met You," which is also off the brand new record. That was written by me, Mac Damon, and Matt Zawala. And then the one after that will be "Living Up."
All right.
So Living Up, actually this past summer, I just finished up my very first national tour. So we finally got outside the state of Texas and we kicked it off out in Roanoke, and we went to Albuquerque, did some in Phoenix, and then we did a big run down here. And it was just really cool to finally kind of get outside of Texas and expand our roots, I guess. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, no wonder I haven't heard from you in so long. Good Lord. You're over here being humble, like, oh, I'm not doing much. Bull.
Yes, ma'am. I don't like to, be too flamboyant or anything like that.
Don't worry about it. I'll toot your horn for you.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Well, that is so exciting. So I got to tell everyone, please follow Trisdon Federic. We just absolutely love him here on Maverick. He works really hard. He puts out some great tunes, and he works with some of the best people in this industry that I know to this date. So follow, get the new music and keep watching him for more. And Trisdon, always so great to catch up with you here on Maverick.
Yes, ma'am. Likewise. Thank you so much again for having me out. And I hope everything's good in Aggieland.